Okay, the shims came in. I'll talk to you about the shims in a minute. I ended up changing just the exhaust left and intake left. Putting the camshafts back in. It took me a while because with the chain, it doesn't, you have to play around until you get these dead on and the chain and all that. But it's doable. It's easy enough. You just got to take your time, make sure the green lines match. Chain on, then the camshaft cover. If you're going to torque one thing on a bike, I highly recommend it to be that. And the way like I said before, you're supposed to torque it in 2 stages. 5 Newton meters in a crisscross pattern, and then 14 Newton meters is the ending torque. First I was just going to go here, there, here, and then repeat on this side to 5, and then start again 14. But it didn't sound right because this is one unit. So if I just torque this side, then I'm gonna exaggerate. It could deform this side. So I ended up going from this corner to that corner, then across to here, then back here, then jump in the middle, then back here, up, and finally finish here. And I didn't go 5 Newton meters, 5 Newton meters, 5. I finger tightened them all, and then I started with this one, quarter turn, crisscross pattern, until I got to 5 Newton meter. I checked them all again for 5. Then the next stage 14. Again, I didn't go from 5 to 14. I just quarter turn, same thing. Yeah, I don't know if it makes any difference or not. Then when I go to put the timing chain tensioner back on, in my other video I told you how to prep the tensioner. So I did, and I measured from the bottom of the tensioner piston. It's supposed to only stick out 3 mil. So I did that, took this small front cover off, put my O-ring, everything in, then put the big cap on, and I can't get my torque wrench in there, but I had made a mark here, and this is the mark that is supposed to be here. But when this was here, it wasn't tight, so I just gave it a quarter turn. And then you're supposed to release the tensioner because it is compressed. And what I ended up using was, what did I end up using? First I went with this guy, it was too long. Oh yeah. So I just used the extension for a 1/4 inch socket. I put it through here pretty straight through the hole, and then it's not long enough and I couldn't feel it coming out, decompressing. So I got my 5-pound hammer, held the end and tapped it once, and I could feel it release straight away, and the chain is tight. So my thing now is, did I do everything right? I made sure my markings are top dead center. Then I took the top dead center bolt out, and I could see the marking. So I imagine, it is correct. But, so what I'm going to do now, just to make sure, is I'm going to take the spark plug out and put a soft rod or something in there, maybe a pencil. And then I turn the wheel and I we'll see if it is actually top dead center. Because I mean the lobes are exactly where they were. I took pictures before I did anything. The lobes are exactly where they were, so I think I'm good. I just keep second guessing myself. Now, as far as the shims, buying these kits is a total waste of money because I ended up using 2 out of here, and this thing cost me, I think, 55, 60 bucks. So $25 a shim, go figure. You can go on Rocky Mountain. I don't shop from them anymore. They got on my nerves for something stupid. So I don't shop from them, but you know, they sell X-Pro cams, and you can buy them individually, whatever size you want for your bike. And it will cost you, for 4 shims, probably 10 bucks. So that's the way to go. And you know, the sizes on here, when I measure with my caliper, are different, but could be because this is a cheapo caliper, or hopefully their equipment is much better than mine. But they were out, for example, the 2.12 mil measuring with my caliper was 2.07. So I didn't go by their measurements, since I had used this guy to measure my old shims. I measured the shims with this, and I went by this measurement. The difference between the shims using this, that is what I ended up doing. And my end result, I just measured it again, 0.08, that's what it used to be, and that is the tightest possible in the tolerance. Is now 0.13. This one was 0.12, and I couldn't get the same thing back in there, but I could get a 0.10 easily. So I'm thinking it's around 0.11, or I couldn't even get a 12 in there. So now how that can happen, I suppose that cover, the amount of pressure by torquing it could cause that, but still within spec. This one was same, this one same, so I ended up changing 2. Hope it helps. I will do my test to make sure I'm top dead center, and then we'll go from there. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Did I save myself 350 bucks, or did I just cost myself a couple of $1,000? Neutral, yeah. Yep, it is good. I put it in gear and it did move forward, so we are good. All right, tally ho.